Actually, I've got backup ice already scheduled. Hello. It's 7 o'clock. Tell me when you're making me go live. Oh no. Oh. Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another First Arts auction. We hope you had a nice opportunity to preview this beautiful sale over the weekend, and we wish Mark and Pat and Ingo and Nadine and Ashley in the back the best of luck with the auction. Of course, all lots are sold as is. The terms of sale are listed online. They're also listed in the catalog for you to review with regards to the buyer's premium. There will not be any pickups tonight, I don't believe. However, tomorrow we'd be more than happy to help facilitate any pickups, and we're also happy to help to facilitate any shipping that might take place outside of the country or across the country. So we wish you the best of luck bidding today. It is important to note that because we are live streaming, there is a 5-second lag. So if you are watching the auction and bidding online, there are the two platforms on Live Auctioneers and the High Bid platforms. Please bear that in mind when you're bidding, that there is that slight lag, and to bid accordingly. So without further ado, we will begin with lot number one, which is illustrated right here, and it's the Inuit, and it's a wonderful example of two mothers and children, and soapstone carving from 1959. And we'll start the bidding here at $2,400, if I may. $2,400 I have with Mark, and asking $26, and I've got $2,600 and looking for $2,800 now. You've got $28, and I have $3,000 with my advanced order and looking for $32, and I have $3,400 bid and asking $36. $36 is now with Mark, and my bidder is out. I have $3,600 with Mark's order bid and asking $38 to the rest. I have $3,600 bid now asking $38. Pat's now in at $38, thank you. And $4,000 is now in with Mark and asking $42. $42 is with Pat and asking $44, and Mark says no. We're holding at $4,200 with Pat's bidder. At $4,200 I have with Pat asking $44 now. Are we through then at $4,200, and I can sell at $4,200 with fair warning? And that's Pat's bid at $4,200, and her paddle is 1203. And lot number two is this early stone and ivory carving of a goose. And we'll start the bidding on the goose at $1,500 I have with Andrew, and looking for $1,600 now. I have $1,600 now and asking $17. I have $1,600 with Mark's bidder and asking $17 now, and I have $17 now asking $18, and Mark's now in at $1,800 and asking $19. I have $1,800 bid with Mark asking $1,900 now. Are we through then at $1,800? I have Mark's bid holding at $1,800, and I'm going to call fair warning then to your bidder at 18. 18 it is, and that's paddle 504. Thank you. And lot number three is next, and it's the Aliasiapic, and it's this wonderful bear with its snarling teeth. And we'll start the bidding here. We've got multiple orders with me up to $1,200, and I'm asking $1,300 now. I have $1,200 with multiple bids, $13 now I have with Mark, and I've got a bid of $1,400 and asking $1,500 now. I have $1,400 bid, $15 is bid now, and I've got $1,600 and asking $17. I have $1,600 with my order bid now asking $17 to the rest. Paris is now in at $17. I have $1,800 against both platforms now and asking $19 to either of you. I have $1,800 to my bid, $19 now I have with Paris, and I've got a bid of $2,000 and I'm asking $2,200 now. I have $2,000 bid asking $22 now to either platform. I have $2,000 bid asking $22. 24 now. Parisa says 24. That touches out my bids. I'm holding with Parisa's bid at $2,400 and asking 26. I have $2,400 bid online asking 26 now. Are we through then with Parisa's bid at 2,400? I can sell with Parisa's bidder at 24. That's sold then at 2,400, and the paddle is 7031, thank you. And carrying on to lot number 4, and it is the Saluit early example of a mother and child. It's sort of a mid-50s piece. And Andrew, you've got bids to start us off at $750, thank you. And I'm asking $800 now. I have $750 bid now and asking $8 to you, Ingo, if you like. 8 is bid now on the telephone and asking $900. Was that a bid? I've got $850, I'm sorry, thank you. Back to you, Ingo, at $900, if I may. $900 is on the telephone, $950 now online, $1,000 asking now. I have $950 now asking $1,000. $950 I have asking $1,000, and $1,000 is now in the room and looking for $1,100. I have $1,000 now in the room asking $1,100 now. I'm holding then at $1,000 and I'm calling fair warning at $1,000 in the room. Now you're back in at 11. Ingo's back in at 11. I apologize, and 12 is back to you then. 12 is bid. Ingo, are you in at 13 then? I have $1,200 now in the room asking 13. At $1,200 bid, looking to you at 13 with his hand saying no, I'm selling then in the room at $1,200. And that's sold then at $1,200, and the paddle is 503. And carrying on to lot number 5, and it's a Johnny, a standing woman. Again, it's a 1950s stone example here, and we'll start the bidding off at $600 to open. Rowdy people in the audience, asking $600 to open if there's interest. $600. $600 to open if there's any interest at $600. $600 to go? No? We'll move that along then to lot number 6, and it's the first of the pautas in tonight's auction. And it's this wonderful standing bear, of course, made of white marble. And we'll start the bidding here at $5,000. $5,000 asking on this. If there's interest at $5,000, asking $5,000 now. $5,000 I have with Nadine, and looking for $5,500. I have $5,500 bid now and looking for $6,000. I have $6,000 with Nadine and looking for $65 now. I have $6,000 bid asking $65. I'm holding with Nadine at $6,000 and I'm calling fair warning at $6,000, and that's Nadine's bid at $6,000. And selling then, that's hers then at $6,000, and the paddle was 2060. And lot number 7 is the Abe Atenget, and this is the Bird of Song in this wonderful green stone, the Dorset stone, and we'll start the bidding here at $800. I've got Parisa in at $800 and asking $850 now. I have $800 bid and I have $850 now and looking for $900. I have $850 bid now and looking for $900. At $850 bid I have and asking $900 now. Are we through at $850? At $850, I'm asking $900 now. At $850 bid, I'm calling $900, and fair warning then at $850. And that's my bid then at $850. And carrying on to lot number 8, and it is this flying boat. It's a fun piece here from the late 80s, and we'll start the bidding on this at $1,400 if there's interest. $1,400 on this charming example at $1,400. 14 is bid, thank you, and asking $15 now. I have an opening bid now of $1,400 and asking $15 to the rest. At $1,400 I have asking $15, calling then at $1,400 to your bid and selling then at $1,400 to paddle 508. Well bought. And lot number 9 is the John Pangnark. And it is the female figure with a good 60s date on it. And we'll start the bidding here at $3,200, if I may, with Andrew. I've got a bid of $3,200 and looking for $3,400 now. I have $3,200 online and asking $3,400. At $3,200 bid online, asking $3,400. I can sell then at the opening bid of $3,200 against you all Online is my bid at $3,200, and I'm selling then at $3,200. That sold then at $3,200, and that went to paddle 3,000. And carrying on to lot number 10, and it's the John Tic Tac. And a beautiful head here, as always, and a good dated piece to the 60s again. And we'll start the bidding here at $4,000. I've got a bid with Andrew at $4,000, and my advance bid is $4,200, and asking $4,400 now. I have $4,400 bid, my bid is $4,600, and asking $4,800. I have $4,600 bid now, asking $4,800. $4,800 is bid now, and I've got a bid of $5,000 and asking $5,500. I have $5,000 bid now, asking $55,000 now. At $5,000 I have with my order bid looking for $55,000. Are we all through then at $5,000? With fair warning at $5,000 and selling then at $5,000. And that sold then to my bidder at $5,000, and my paddle is 1202. And carrying on to lot number 11, and it is the Peter Savoga, and this is a really wonderful example here by the artist. And we'll start the child waving at $3,800. $3,800 I have with Mark, and asking $4,000 now. I have $4,000 bid. $4,200 I have now, and asking $44,000. $4,600 is bid now, and $48,000. And $5,000 is to you, Mark, and asking $55,000. And $6,000 I have now, and asking $65,000. I have $6,000 bid, asking $6,500 now. I have $6,000 bid now, asking $65,000, and Paris's new bidder in at $65,000, and asking $7,000. Are we in at $7,000? I have $7,000 back in with Mark and asking $75,000. I have $7,000 bid now, asking $7,500 now. I'm holding with Mark's bidder at $7,000, and I'm calling fair warning at $7,000 against both of my bidders with fair warning at $7,000. $7,000 it is, and that's paddle 507. And lot number 12 is the first of the Canoyoak works in tonight's auction, and this is the 5 birds and 1 seal, that poor seal. And it's a graphite drawing, and we will start the bidding here at $5,000. $5,000 asking on this at $5,000. $5,000 asking on the first drawing. May I start this off at $5,000? At $5,000 to go on this. Is there any interest at $5,000? With fair warning at $5,000. And move that along then at $5,000. And lot 13 is this wonderful work of the Tattooed Sun by the same artist. And we'll start the bidding here at $3,000. And I've got Paris's bid now at $3,000, and I'm asking $3,200 now. I have $3,000 bid, and my phone order is out, and I'm holding at $3,000. I have $3,000 bid online, asking $3,200 now. Are we through then at $3,000 on this print at $3,000 with fair warning to Paris's online bid at $3,000? Selling then at $3,000, and that 7002. Well done. And at Pitalusi, this is lot 14, and this is the Arctic Madonna. And we will start this work off at 16 with Paris's bids. I have $1,600 bid and asking $1,700 now. I have $1,600 online asking $17. $17 is now with Holly and asking $18. I've got Holly holding at $1,700 and asking $1,800 next. Holly's phone order is at $17. $18 now I have with Parisa and asking $19. I have $19 now with Holly and asking $2,000 if I may. I've got $19 with Holly's bid asking $2,000. At $19 bid with Holly asking $2,000 now. Parisa's now in at $2,000. She's waved the magic wand and asking $22 now. I have $2,000 and Holly's now in at $22 and asking $24. I have $2,200 on the phone with Holly looking for 24 now. I've got Holly in at $2,200 looking for 24. Are we selling then at $2,200 to Holly's bid? And fair warning at 22. Holly, that's your bid then at 2,200, and your paddle was 2050. And carrying on, this is lot 15, and of course it is the cover lot of the auction tonight by Manasee, and it's a wonderfully published work through the WAG exhibition in 1990, as well as published thereafter. And so the bird shaman with this beautiful finish to it, and we'll start the bidding here at $8,500. I've got Andrew in at $8,500, and I've got $9,000 with my bidder, and I'm looking for $9,500 now I have with Mark. And I've got $10,000 bid, and you're in at $11,000, and I have $12,000 bid, and looking for $13,000 I have, and I have $14,000 bid, and $15,000 I have, and I've got $16,000 bid, and you're in at $17,000, and asking $18,000. My bidder is now in at $18,000, $19,000 I have, $20,000 new bidder in the room. I've got $22,000 now, $24,000 and you're in, and I'm out. I'm holding at $24,000 well bid in the room at $24,000. Mark's out now. I'm holding at $24,000 in the room with fair warning at $24,000 against you all. I'm holding then at $24,000 and selling then at 24. That's to paddle 508. And that is a record for the artist for this beautiful piece, and congratulations on that. And we'll carry on to lot 16, which is the first of the Haidas and the first of the Argillite in tonight's auction. And this is by Paul Jones, and this is a large example of a good tall Argillite. And we'll start the bidding here at $7,000, and I've got preset in at $7,000, and I'm asking $7,500 now. I have $7,000 bid and looking for $7,500. $7,500 I have, and asking $8,000 is bid now and looking for $85,000 now. $85,000 I have with Ingo. $9,000 is online and asking $95,000. $95,000 I have with Ingo and asking $10,000 now. I have $9,500 on the telephone and asking $10,000. At $9,500 I have asking $10,000, and Pat's now in at $10,000. I'm looking for $11,000. I have Pat holding at $10,000 and $11,000 I have with Ingo's bid. And I'm asking $12,000 now. $12,000 is bid. And I'm asking $13,000. I have Pat holding at $12,000, asking $13,000 now. At $12,000 bid, asking $13,000. I'm holding with Pat's bidder at $12,000, looking for $13,000 to you, Ingo, if you'd like it. I'm calling fair warning with Pat's bidder at $12,000. Selling then to Pat's bidder at $12,000. Sold then at $12,000. And that went to paddle 2061. And 17 is another of the Argillite totems. This is a wonderful 19th century hollow back, which I know Nadine had expressed interest in it being a beautiful example. And Andrew, you've got an opening bid now of $2,000, thank you. And I'm asking $2,200 on this totem. I have $2,000 bid now, asking $22,000. I have $2,000 bid online, looking for $2,200 now. At $2,000 bid, looking for $22,000. Are we through then at $2,000? With the opening bid then at $2,000, and I can sell this totem at $2,000. That's sold then at $2,000, and the paddle was $3,000. And the third totem And again, a nice hollow back example a wee bit later, circa $1,900 on this one. And we'll start the bidding at $1,700. And I've got Parisa in at $1,700. And I'm looking for $1,800 now. I have $1,700 with Parisa's bid, looking for $1,800. Nadine, I'm holding at $1,700 and asking $1,800 now. At $1,700 bid then, asking $1,800. I'm calling fair warning at $1,700 and I'm selling then to Parisa's bidder at $1,700. Well bought then at the opening bid of $1,700, and that went to paddle? 7021. Thank you. And lot 19 is this rare work by Charles Edenshaw. And it's a mix of carved wood, silver, and ivory, and a little abalone eye, it looks like. So we'll start this work off at $36,000. $36,000 asking on this. $36,000. At $36,000 with an opening bid of 36. At 36 on this rare work by the artist with fair warning, and we'll move that along to lot 20, and it's the first of the works by Jesse Unark, and this is the drawing after this is the original drawing after the print, and it's a colored pencil and illustrated in front of us today. And we'll start the bidding here with Parisa at $7,000 I have, and looking for $7,500 now. $7,500 I have with Mark, and asking $8,000. My bid is then at $8,000 and asking $85,000. You're in at $85,000? Well, I've got $9,000 then, and looking for $95,000. Well, I have $10,000 then and asking $11,000. Well, I have $12,000 and asking $13,000. Well, I have $14,000 and are you in at $15,000 and I'm out then, holding with you, Mark. That's okay. At $15,000, Ingo. I've got $15,000 with Mark's bidder, and I'm asking $16,000 now. I have $15,000 with Mark's bidder, asking $16,000. $16,000 now I have with Ingo. He's out. It's holding with you, Ingo, at $16,000, and I'm asking $17,000 to the rest. I have $16,000 on the phone with Ingo, asking $17,000. At $16,000 bid, I'm holding then at $16,000, and I'm calling fair warning with Ingo's bidder at $16,000. And that's sold then at $16,000, and the paddle is 2062. Well bought. And the first of the textiles in tonight's auction, and it's the Miriam Kiuk, and this is the summer fishing camp, and a beautiful work, and it was illustrated right at the front. And we'll start the bidding here at $7,000. $7,000 asking on this fabric. I've got $7,000 on the textile and asking $7,500 now. I have $7,000 bid with Mark, and I have $7,500 and looking for $8,000. I have $8,000 bid with Mark and looking for $85,000. I have $8,000 bid with Mark and asking $85,000 now. At $8,000 bid now, asking $85,000, and that's your bid I'm holding with Mark's bidder at $8,000. I'm selling then at $8,000. $8,000 it is, and that's paddle 507. Thank you. And lot 22 is next, and it is this large example of a hunter with harpoon. A really wonderful piece here with a good age to it and nicely carved example, good home it came from. And we'll start the bidding here at $15,000. $15,000 asking on this hunter, a large work at $15,000. At $15,000 to open, asking $15,000. At $15,000 to start this off at $15,000, with fair warning then at $15,000. And carrying on to lot 23. And it's a Barnabas with the very typical Barnabas muskox, but this has got a good inset horn example, which is unusual for the artist. And we'll start the bidding here at $3,800 now. $3,800, I have a bid and asking $4,000 now. I have $3,800 with my bidder asking $4,000, and Nadine is at $4,000. And I have a bid of $4,200 and looking for $44 now. I have $4,200 with my advanced order and looking for $44. Nadine's in at $44, and I have a bid of $4,600 and asking $48. I have $4,600 bid now, asking $4,800 I have and looking for $5,000 now. $5,000 is bid. I have $5,500 now and looking for $6,000 now. I have $5,500 now and offering to either of you, and $6,000. Nadine, you're in first and asking $65. I have $6,000 bid, knocking my bidder out, asking $65 now. I have $6,000 bid now, asking $65. Are we through then at $6,000? With Nadine's bidder, I'm holding at $6,000. I'm calling once, twice, and selling then. At $6,000 is to your order bid, Nadine, and your paddle is 2060. And the John Pagnark, there we are. And this is the seated female figure from 68. And we'll start the bidding here at $3,000 to go. $3,000 asking on the Pagnark if there's interest at $3,000. At $3,000 asking on this. $3,000 asking on the work if there's interest at $3,000. At $3,000, we'll move that along to lot 25. And of course the Andy Mickey, a sale is not without one of these. And this is the standing animal. And we'll start the Mickey off at $2,000. I'm just waiting for Pat. I've got $2,000 with Parisa's bidder, and I'm looking for $2,200 now. 24 Parisa has bids and asking 26. I have 26 in time with Parisa. I have 28 is now bid and looking for 3,000. 3,000 Nadine I saw first. 32 Parisa says bid and asking 34. I have 32 online with Parisa asking 34 to either of you. I have $3,200 asking 34 if you'd like. I already have a bid now of 34. Now I have 36. 38 would be next. I have $3,600 online asking 38. I've got 36 online. It would be your bid at 38. You're bidding, Pat? I'm holding at $3,600 with Parisa's bid asking 38. Okay, then I'm holding with Parisa's bid then at $3,600. Online I have $3,600 and I'm selling then to Parisa's bid at 36. Sold then to you, Parisa, at 3,600. Your paddle is 7016. And lot 26 is the next lot, and it is, of course, none other than From the Sea by Kinojuak. I'm just going to turn my page here. Birds from the Sea. And this wonderful blue printing, and we'll start the bidding off at $13,000, and I've got Parisa in at $13,000, and I'm looking for $14,000 now. $14,000 I have. $15,000 is in with Parisa, and $16,000 is bid now, and asking 17. I have $16,000 with Mark's bidder, $17,000 I have with Ingo, and looking for $18,000 now. $18,000 I have with Holly, and asking 19. $19,000 I have with Ingo, and asking 20,000. 20,000 is bid and asking 22. I have 20,000 with Holly's bid asking 22 now. 22 is bid now and asking 24. 24 is bid now, asking $26,000 now. $26,000 is bid with Ingo's bidder and asking $28,000 to you, Holly. $28,000 I have. No hesitation there, Nadine. I have $28,000 bid asking $30,000 now. I'm holding at $28,000 with Holly's bid asking $30,000 now. I'm holding at $28,000, and it looks like we're holding and finishing at $28,000 with Holly's bid. With fair warning at Holly's bid are at $28,000, and I'm selling then at $28,000. That sold then at $28,000, and Holly's bidder was 2058. And lot 27 is next. And it is the first of two works by E.G. Woodlook. This is the first. This is The Wolf Possessed by Spirits. And we'll start the bidding here at $2,000. $2,000 asking on this at $2,000. $2,000 on this whimsical piece at $2,000. $2,000. May I start this off at $2,000? Next lot then is the second by the artist, and this is again a 1960s work, and The Vision of the Caribou, and we'll start this one off at $3,200 asking now. $3,200 asking on this if there's interest at 32. Asking $3,200 on this. May I start the bidding off at $3,200. Holly's now in at 32. And I'm asking $3,400 now. I have 32, 34 now I have with Parisa, and asking 36. 36 is bid now and asking 38. 38 is bid now and asking 4,000. 4,000 is bid with Holly and asking 42 now. 42 is bid. 44, may I say. 44 is bid now and asking 46. 46 is bid with Parisa now and asking 48. 48 is bid now and asking $5,000 to you, Parisa. 5,000 is bid and asking 5,500. 5,500 is bid and asking 6,000 now. I have $5,500 bid with Holly and asking 6,000. 65 new bidders I have and asking $7,000 now. Holding with Parisa's bid at $6,500 and asking $7,000. At $6,500 I have with Parisa asking $7,000 now, and I'm calling fair warning at $6,500 and selling then at $65,000. And that sold then at $6,500, and the paddle is 7031. And lot 29 is the Joe boat, the Joe migration boat, and this is accompanied by a drawing or a sketch of his work and photographs of him carving the piece. So that is a very good historical part of the carving. And we'll start the bidding here at $120,000. $120,000 to go. I have 120 and now asking 130,000. I have $120,000 bid asking 130,000 now. I have $120,000 and asking 130. You're in at $130,000 and asking 140 now. I have $130,000 bid now and asking 140. At $130,000 bid now and asking 140. I've got a bid of $130,000 and asking 140. I'm selling then at $130,000 I have in the room at $130,000. Sold then at $130,000, and that's paddle 503. And lot 30 is next, and this has gotten the most action in the auction. It's the Beau Dick. And it is wonderfully carved, exceptionally sized, spooky as all can be, but lots and lots of interest on it, and certainly one of the best lots in tonight's auction. And we'll start the bidding with you, Andrew, yes? At $46,000 I have, and asking $48,000 now. $48,000 is with Mark. And $50,000 I have. $55,000 is with Nadine. You in at $60,000. Now Mark's in at $60,000, and I'm asking $65,000. I have $60,000 asking $65,000. I have $60,000 bid now asking $65,000. At $60,000, I have Mark's bid holding at $60,000 asking $65,000. Are we through then? At $60,000 bid, and I'm calling fair warning and selling then to you, Mark, at $60,000. Sold then at $60,000, and that went to paddle 504, and that is a new record for the artist. Well done. And carrying on, and this is lot 31, and it's the Morisot work, Norvell Morisot, and this is, of course, very well provenanced, exhibited, and history all illustrated here within the catalog, so a good piece here. And we'll start the bidding at $5,000. $5,000 asking on the Morisot painting at $5,000 to open. $5,000 I have with Pat, and looking for $5,500 now. I have $5,000 bid now and $55,000 in time. And are you in at $6,000? $6,000 is back in with Pat and asking $65,000. $65,000 is bid now and asking $7,000. I have $6,500 against, asking $7,000 now. Are we in at $7,000? I've got $65,000 against you. Would you like $7,000? Sorry. $7,000 is now bid with Pat and asking $75,000. I have $7,000 bid with Pat asking $75,000 now. I'm holding at $7,000 with Pat's bid at $7,000. I'm calling fair warning and selling then at $7,000. That's your bid, Pat, at $7,000, and your paddle was 2053. And next is lot 32, and it's the Rivet. This is the Journey, dated to 1985. And we'll start the bidding here with bids with you, Andrew, at $3,200 I have, and I'm asking $3,400 now. I have $3,400 bid now and asking $36,000. $36,000 is bid now and asking $38,000. I have $3,600 bid with Andrew online asking $38,000 now. At $3,600 bid online asking $38,000. I can call fair warning and sell then to you at $3,600 with fair warning at $36,000. That sold then at $3,600, and that went to paddle 3,000. And 33 is the Arthur Schilling. And we'll start the bidding here at $2,400. I have Parisa in at $2,400, $5,000 I have. I've got Parisa now at $5,000, and I'm asking $5,500. I have $5,000 bid now, asking $5,500. I have $5,000 bid asking $55,000. I can call fair warning then at $5,000 with Parisa's bid at $5,000. I'm selling then at $5,000. That's yours then at $5,000. 7028. And lot 34 is the Nelson to Carrick. And this is one of the best of by the artist. And we'll start the bidding here at $5,000. $5,000 is your bid and asking $5,500. $55,000 is bid now. $6,000 is bid and asking $65,000. Mark's in at $65,000 now and asking $7,000. $7,000 is bid now. Mark's in at $75,000. Are we in at $8,000? $8,000 is bid asking $80,000. He says no. I'm holding at $8,000 with your bid. Pat, your bid is out, yes? I've got $8,000 bid in the room asking $85,000 now. I'm holding at $8,000 bid now asking $85,000. I'm calling fair warning at $8,000 and I'm selling then at $8,000. Well bought. Your bid at $8,000 and the paddle was 502. And lot 35 is the Charlie Ugyuk. This again is the woman giving birth. And we'll start the bidding here at $3,200. $3,200 asking on this, and Mark's in at 32 and asking 34 now. I have $3,200 bid now and asking 34. At $3,200 is the opening bid at $3,200 against you all at 32. I'm selling then to Mark's order bid at $3,200. 32 it is to paddle 507. And lot 36 is the next lot, and it is a panel pipe and argillite example, a wonderful early piece, circa 1830, and illustrated there, of course. And we'll start the bidding here. I've got Parisa in at $5,500. I have a bid of $5,500, and looking for $6,000 now. I have $5,500 bid, $6,000 I have now, and asking $65,000 I have with Parisa at $6,500 I have, and asking $7,000. I have $6,500 with Parisa's bid, asking $7,000 now. At $6,500 bid now, asking $7,000. Are we through then at $6,500, and I can sell then to you, Parisa, at $6,500. And that's sold then at $6,500. Paddle is 7021. This is crooked. And lot 37 is another Haida argillite totem, and it's attributed to Paul Jones. And we'll start the bidding here at 34. I've got Parisa again in at $3,400 I have, and I'm looking for $3,600 now. I have $3,400 bid, $3,600 I have now, and $3,800 is bid, and looking for $4,000 now. $4,000 is bid and asking $4,200 now I have, and asking $44. I have $4,200 now with Parisa's bidder, asking $44 now. At $4,200 I have, asking $44. I can call fair warning and sell then with Parisa's bid at $4,200 and sell at $42. And that sold then at $4,200, and that went to 7014. And another Haida piece, a totem as well, and this is a nice one from 1900. And there we are, and we'll start the bidding here at $1,600 on this. $1,600. $1,600 on this argillite totem. It's a nice token of the auction, a wonderful piece, at $1,600 to go. $1,600 if there's interest at 16. At 1,600? No? We'll move that along then to lot 39, which is the Karoo. And this is a transitional work by the artist, and a good example of the carving and the use of the eye inlay. The figure with eggs, and we'll start this piece off at $22,000. $22,000 asking on the Karoo at $22,000. $22,000 asking on this if there's interest at 22. At $22,000 on the Karoo, may I say 22,000? We'll move that along then to lot 40 if I may. And back into works on paper, and this is the Hundreds and Hundreds, Herds of Caribou. Number one, a stone cut, and there they all are. And we'll start the bidding at $5,000. $5,000 to go on this. I've got Holly in at $5,000 and asking $55 now. Mark's in at $55 and looking for $6,000 now. $6,000 is bid. Are we in at $65? Mark's in at $6,500 now and looking for $7,000. $7,000 is bid and looking for 70. Mark's in at $75 and asking $8,000 now. $8,000 is bid. $8,500 I have and asking $9,000. $9,000 is bid. I'm holding with Holly at $9,000 then and asking $9,500. I have $9,000 bid asking $9,500 now. I'm selling then to Holly's bidder at $9,000. Sold then at $9,000. Well bought. That's lot paddle 2050. And Jesse Unark, this is The People. And again, a stone cut. And we'll start the bidding at $3,200 on this. And I've got Paris in at $32, thank you. And looking for $3,400 now. I have $3,200 bid with Paris asking $34. At $3,200 bid only, asking $34, and I can sell then at the opening bid of $3,200 with fair warning at $32. Sold then at $3,200. Paddle is 7001. And lot 42 is the Luke Engahudluk. And this is the Drum Dancer. And I confess, this is my fave lot of the sale. And Parisa, you've got bids up to $1,200, and I've got a bid of $1,300 and looking for Mark's now in at 14 and asking 15. I have $1,500 bid. Are we in at 16? You're in at 16. I have $1,700 now and asking 18 is bid. I have $1,900 now. He says yes at 2,000. I have $2,200 bid. 24 is bid. I have $2,600. Are you in at $2,800? I have $3,000 bid now. Are we in at 32? I have $3,400 bid. Are we in at 36? I'm out. Asking 38. 38. 4,000. 42. 42 is bid. Knocking Mark's bid out. I'm holding at $4,200 with Holly and asking 44. I have $4,200 looking for 44 now. I'm calling fair warning at $4,200 to Holly's bid. And I'm selling at 42. That's your bid, Holly, at $4,200, and your paddle again was 2050. And a John Kavik. This is lot 43 now. And there he is, standing sternly. And we'll start the bidding here at $4,600. $4,600 on the Kavik if there's interest at $4,600. At $4,600 asking on the John Kavik. May I say $4,600? At $4,600, we'll move that along then to lot 44. And it's the David Ikoda. This is the mother and child. And we'll start the bidding here at $3,200. $3,200 on the mother and child. It's a beautiful stone here at $3,200. $3,200 asking on this. May I say 32? At $3,200 with fair warning then at 32. And lot 45 is next. And this is the Silas Kiuk. A very typical subject. So cute, isn't it? With the little chicks and the mother bird. And we'll start the bidding here at $700 with Andrew's bid and asking, and now he's got another bidder at $750 and looking for $800 is now in the room. $850. Are you in at 9? $950? 1,000? I've got $950 with Andrew's bid asking $1,000 now. I have $950 bid now asking, and Pat's now in at $1,000 and asking $1,100. I have $1,000 on the telephone with Pat's bidder asking $11 now. At $1,000 I have with Pat asking $11. Are we all through then at $1,000? Pat's bid holding at $1,000. And fair warning at $1,000. That's your bid then at $1,000. And the paddle was 2054. And lot 46 is the Bill Reed. A classic example by the artist. And it's the Grizzly Medallion and chain. And we'll start the bidding here at $26,000. $26,000 on the Bill Reed. $26,000. At $26,000 to start this off, may I say $26,000. At $26,000 with fair warning then at $26,000. Lot 47 is the Frida Dissing, a quite a well-known mask maker. And we'll start the bidding here. Oh. Someone put a note in my thing and I don't, oh no, that's my note. Okay, Prisa, do you have a bid? No. You don't? Okay, this is not my handwriting. Someone put a note in here. So I'm opening at $5,000. $5,000. $5,000 to open. Is there any interest at $5,000? I've got Ingo in at $5,000 and looking for $5,500. It is my note. I have $5,000 bid. I've got $5,500 now and looking for $6,000. I have $5,500 now and looking for $6,000. Ingo's now in at $6,000 and asking $6,500. I have $6,000 bid asking $6,500. I'm holding with Ingo's bid at $6,000 and I'm selling then to you, Ingo, at $6,000. That's your bid then at $6,000. No, I know what I've done. And the paddle was 2055. And lot 48 is the Joe David. I see what I've done. And we'll start the bidding here with you, Parisa, at $5,000. Yes. And asking $5,500 now. I have $5,500 bid now and asking $6,000 and $6,000 you're in and asking $6,500. I have $6,000 bid now and asking $6,500. At $6,000 bid now asking $6,500. Are we all through then? At $6,000 and looking for $6,500. And $6,500 is bid. $7,000 is bid now and looking for $7,500. I have $7,000 bid now and asking $7,500 now. At $7,000 bid with Parisa, looking for $7,500, and I'm calling for a warning and selling then at $7,000. That sold then at $7,000, and the paddle was? 7004. And the Judas. This is a wonderful piece, isn't it? Well exhibited at the WAG and all sorts, and assorted provenance here from a Toronto corporate collection. And the Shaman Who Could Fly, the double-sided piece. And we'll start the bidding here at $8,000. $8,000 asking on the Judas. May I say $8,000? At $8,000 to go on this, may I start this off at $8,000? At $8,000 with fair warning then at $8,000. And lot 50 is next, and it's the Oshwetuk, and it's the Hawk. And we'll start this off at $4,000 to go. $4,000 asking on the Oshwetuk, a wonderful name. Oshwetuk at $4,000, may I say at $4,000? At $4,000. At $4,000 with fair warning then at $4,000. And lot 51 is the Pautasela, and it's the Striding Bear. And start me off at $4,600 on this. At $4,600 I have with Mark and asking $4,800 now. I have $4,600 bid now and asking $4,800. I have $4,800 now and asking $5,000. I have $5,000 with Mark and looking for $55,000. I have Mark holding at $5,000 looking for $55,000 to you, Nadine, if you'd like. At $5,000 bid with Mark asking $55,000. Are we through that at $5,000? I'm holding with Mark's bid at $5,000. It's now or never, Nadine. $55,000. $6,000. $65,000 would be next. $65,000. $65,000 is holding with Nadine then at $6,500. At $6,500 I have with Nadine's bidder at $65,000, and I can sell then to Nadine's bid at $6,500. And that's sold then at $6,500, and the paddle was 2063. And lot 52 is next. And it's the Abe Engik. We'll start this off at $4,800. I've got Parisa in at $4,800, thank you, and asking $5,000 now. I have $4,800 only, asking $5,000 now. At $4,800, asking $5,000, Nadine. At $4,800. With fair warning then, at $4,800, and I can sell then, nope, $5,000 last minute, and asking $55,000. I have $5,000 then in the room looking for $5,500. Against you, Parisa, I'm holding at $5,000, and I'm calling fair warning then at $5,000. I'm selling then at $5,000, and the paddle is 501. Thank you. And lot 53 is the first work by David Rubin. And here we are, and we'll start the bidding here. I've got an opening bid here at $3,000 with my bidder, and I'm asking $3,200 with Mark, and I'm looking for $3,400 now. 34, 36, 38, 4,000, 42, 44, 46, 48, 5,000, 55, 6,000, 65, 7,000. 7,000 is holding with Ingo and asking 7,500. I've got Ingo holding at $7,000 then, looking for 7,500. I can call fair warning then at $7,000, and I can sell then at $7,000. Sold then to you, Ingo, at $7,000, and your paddle was 2064. Well bought. And lot 54 is next, by the same artist, The Long Arm of the Law. And I've got opening bids. What do you have? You've got $1,600. I've got $1,700 and $1,800. Are you in at 19? I have 18 with Mark now. Paris is now in at 19. Are you in at 2,000? Andrew, you've got 2,000? 2,000 I have. 22 I have with Mark. I have 24 asking to either of you. 24 is bid. 26 is bid now. 28 I have with Ingo. My bid is 3,000. You're in at 32 and asking 34. I've got 32 with Mark's bidder asking 34 now. 34 is bid. 36 is bid now and asking 38. 38 is bid. 4,000 is bid now and asking 42. I have 42 now, 44, 46, 48. I have $4,600 with Parisa's bid asking 48 now. At $4,600 I have online asking 48. Are we through then at 46? Parisa's bid is holding at 4,600 and selling then at 46. That sold then at 4,600. What's your paddle, Parisa? 7031. 55 is next. And this is the new Chalneth double figure model canoe and a 19th century example. And I've got a bid to start us off with Andrew at $4,000, thank you. And I'm looking for $4,200 now. I have $4,000 bid asking 42. 42 I have with Pat now and asking 44. I have 42 with Pat's bid asking 44 now. At $4,200 bid on the telephone looking for 44. I can call fair warning at 42. With Pat's bid I have at $4,200 and selling then at 42. That sold then at 4,200 and that went to paddle 2055. And lot 46 is the seal form grease bowl. Again, a 1920 piece. And we'll start the bidding here. I've got an opening bid of $3,000 and I'm looking for $3,200 now to you, Nadine. 32. I've got $3,400 and I'm asking 36. 36 is bid. I have 38. I've got $4,000 bid now and $4,200 would be next. 42 is bid and asking 44. I have 42 knocking my bidder out, asking 44 now. At $4,200 I have with Nadine, looking for 44, and I can sell then at $4,200 to Nadine's bidder. That sold then at $4,200, and the paddle was 2060. And lot 57 is next, and it's the carved raven ladle. And we'll start the bidding here at 18. I've got Andrew in at $1,800 and asking $1,900 now. I have $1,800 bid, $1,900 I have, and looking for $2,000. Andrew's now in at $2,000 and asking $22. I have $2,000 bid now, looking for $22, if I may. I'm holding at $2,000, asking $22, and I can call fair warning and sell to you, Andrew, at $2,000. That's yours then at $2,000, and the paddle was $3,000. And now is the Kinojuak work, and this is the Arrival of the Sun, a rare one. And we'll start the bidding here with you, Andrew, at $5,500 I have, and I'm asking $6,000 now. I have $5,500 bid, asking $6,000. Holly's now in at $6,000. $6,500 is bid, and asking $7,000. $7,000. May I say $7,500 I have in the room, and asking $8,000. $8,000. $8,500 I have, and asking $9,000 now. $9,000 is bid. $9,500 is bid now, and asking $10,000. I have $9,500 now, asking $10,000. $10,000 I have with Ingo. $11,000 is with Mark. $12,000 is bid in the room, and asking $13,000 now. $13,000 is bid with Ingo, asking $14,000. $14,000 is bid, and asking $15,000 now. $15,000 I have. $16,000 asking I have, and asking $17,000. I have $16,000 bid now, and asking $17,000. $17,000 is back in with Ingo, asking $18,000. $18,000 is bid. $19,000 now. I have $18,000 bid now, looking for $19,000. At $18,000 bid now, asking $19,000. I'm calling fair warning at $18,000. Are we through then at $18,000? Selling then, $19,000 last minute. $20,000. It's an auction. I'm holding at $20,000. Out. $20,000 it is. Once, twice, fair warning, well bought. $20,000 to paddle 501. Nadine's hollering that it's a record for the print. Yes? Well done. Thank you. Lot 59, the same artist. This is the composition. And we'll start the bidding here with Parisa at $2,200. Thank you. And looking for $2,400 with Andrew, and $2,600 now. I have $2,400 now with Andrew's bid, asking $26,000. At $2,400 bid now, asking $26,000. $26,000 again, and asking $28,000. I have $2,600 bid, asking $28,000. $28,000. And $3,000 is next. I have $2,800 bid, $3,000 I have now, and asking $32,000. I have $3,000 bid online, asking $32,000 now. Are we through then at $3,000? It's all you, Andrew. Nope, $32,000, you're still going, and asking $34,000. $34,000 is bid. This fan is the best thing I've ever done. I have $3,400 online, asking $36,000. Are we through at $34,000? With you, Andrew, at $3,400, and selling then at $34,000. Sold then at $3,400, and that went to paddle 3,000. And the same artist. And this is the Bird and Bird Spirits. It's quite a beautiful one. An ink over graphite. And we'll start the bidding here with $2,000 and at $2,000 to open. $2,000 to open on this, if there's interest at $2,000. Mark's in at 2,000 and asking 22. I have 22 now and asking 24. 24 is bid and asking 26. I have $2,400 with you, Mark, asking 26 to the rest. I'm calling fair warning then at $2,400 and I'm selling then at 24. 24 it is, and that went to paddle 507. And the Shuvenai Ashuna. And this is a colored pencil work. And I've got an opening bid of $3,200, and you're in at 34, and I'll take $3,600, and are you in at 38? And I'm out. I've got $3,800 now with Mark, and looking for 4,000. I have $3,800 bid now and asking 4,000 to the rest. At $3,800 bid asking 4,000, that's your bid at $3,800, and I'm calling fair warning at, oh, thank you, Parisa. Mark, would you like 42? Are you in at 44? I have $4,200 with Mark's bid asking 44 now. I'm holding at 42, asking 44, selling at 42 to Mark. 42 it is to paddle 507. 62. And this is the Lawrence Paul Yucks Woolupton. How am I doing on my pronunciations tonight? Getting the hang of it a little? Andrew, you've got an opening bid of $2,000, thank you, and asking $2,200. At $2,000 bid I have and asking $2,200 now. At 22 is bid now and asking 24. I have $2,200 with you, Andrew, and looking for 24. At $2,200 bid asking 24, I'm calling fair warning. It's your bid at $2,200 and selling then at 22. Sold at $2,200, and that went to paddle 3,000. And the bill read, and this is an unusual banner for Arts of the Raven, and this is an early example and quite a rare thing. And we'll start the bidding here at $2,200 on this. $2,200 on this if there's interest at 22. At $2,200 on this rare piece, may I say 22? No? Next lot then is lot 64, and this is the Scott Jensen and Courtney Lipson. This is the Raven Points His Face. And we'll start the bidding here at $1,200 if you like. Andrew, you're in at $1,200. Mark's got $1,300. Andrew's in at 14, asking 15. I have 14 online with Andrew, asking 15 now. At $1,400 bid now, asking 15. We'll just give Pat a moment to see if her phone bidder can get on the line. I'm holding with Andrew's bid at $1,400, asking 15. I'm going to sell that at $1,400 to you, Andrew. Sold then at $1,400, and that went to paddle 3,000. And the Robert Hoole is next. And this painting, and we'll start the bidding here at $6,000. Andrew, you've got a bid of $6,000 now and asking $6,500. I have $6,500 now and asking $7,000 I have and looking for $7,500 now. I have $7,000 with Andrew's bid looking for $75. At $7,000 bid now asking $75. Are we through then at $7,000? I can sell then at $7,000 to Andrew's bid. Selling then at $7,000, and the paddle was 3,000. Lot 66 is an Alex Janvier, and this is the collar. Love his works. And start me off, we've got multiples, yes, with Parisa. At $5,000, you've got multiple bids. Andrew's now in at $5,500 and asking $6,000. I have $5,500 bid online, asking $6,000 now. At $5,500, asking $6,000. Are we through then at $55,000? and I can sell at 5,500. Sold then 5,500, and that went to 3,000. And Bob Boyer is next, and this is the oil discovery days, and start me off at $2,000. At $2,000 to open on this, $2,000 to start. At $2,000, may I say 2,000? $2,000, any interest at $2,000? Move that along then, back to the Jesse Unark. And this is the colored pencil and graphite. Good example here. And we'll open the bidding here at $4,200. I have $4,400 with my bidder. 46 is bid. I have $4,800. 5,000 is bid, and I have 55. Look, 6,000 is bid, and I've got $6,500 now. And 7,000 I have with Andrew, and I've got $7,500. $8,000 is bid. I have 85. 9,000 I have. $9,500 is bid now. I have $9,500 with my advanced bidder and asking 10,000. At $9,500 bid, asking 10,000 now. At $9,500 I have, asking 10,000. Are we through then? At $9,500, and I can sell then at $9,500. With fair warning at $9,500. And that went to paddle 1201. And Marion Toulouk, and an early abstract textile work, an abstract on cloth, and start me off at 5,000 I have with Andrew. I have $5,500 now and looking for 6,000. 6,000 is bid and looking for 65 now, and 7,000, and 75, and 8,000. 85. 8,000 I have with Andrew's bid and asking $8,500 now. I have $8,000 bid now and asking 85. At $8,000 bid asking 85 on the early textile with fair warning at $8,000, and I can sell them at $8,000. That's yours then at $8,000, and the paddle is 3,000. And carrying on, this is the Marion Kiok, and this is the family group, and it's a beautiful work. And we'll start the bidding off at $7,000. $7,000 to open on this. I've got Mark in at 7,000 and asking 75. $75 I have with Ingo. I've got $8,000 bid with Mark. 85. 9,000. 95. 95 is bid with Ingo. 10,000 is bid with Mark. I'm asking 11,000 now. I have Mark holding at $10,000, and I'm asking $11,000 now. I'm holding with Mark's bid at $10,000, and I'm calling fair warning at $10,000. That's your bid then at $10,000, and your paddle is 507. And 71 is a sale. A sale is not a sale without with a Luke Ixoctariuk. Love saying his name. Yes, thank you, thank you. And we'll start this off at $4,200 now. $4,200 on the standing figure. If there's interest at 4,200. At $4,200 to go on this, may I say 42? And moving on to lot 72 now, and it's the Uvalu. And this is the woman shielding her face. There's a lot of movement in this, and start me off at $5,000. I've got pre-submitting at $5,000 and asking 55 now. And I have $5,500 now and looking for 6,000. You've got 6,000 now. I have $6,500 and asking 7,000. Mark's now in at $7,000 and asking 75. I have $7,000 bid with Mark's bidder asking 75 now. 8,000. 85 are we in? I have $8,000 now with Mark asking 85. 85. 9,000 is bid. Are we in at 95? I have $9,000 again with Mark asking 9,500. At $9,000 bid looking for 95. I'm calling fair warning with Mark's bid at 95 in time. 10,000 is now bid with Mark. Looking for 11. I have $10,000 bid with Mark asking 11,000. At $10,000 bid with Mark looking for 11. Oh, what increment do you have? Now 12,000. 13,000 Mark says. Now back to 14,000. So I'm holding with Mark at 13, yes? I'm asking back to you, preset 14. I have $13,000 bid asking 14. Now you're in at 14. Mark's in at 15. Asking 16. I'm holding with Mark at 15,000. Against you, Parisa, I'm holding at 15, 16 in time. 17. Asking 18. I have $17,000 with Mark's bid, asking 18 to you, Parisa. I'm calling fair warning at 17. Selling then to Mark's bidder at 17. Sold. 17 to pedal 507. And this is the Tunu Sharky. I would take another Perrier maybe. Thank you. And this is the Birdfish Transformation. And we'll start the bidding here. Thank you so much. At $3,600. $3,600. I have preset at $3,600 and asking $3,800 now. I have $3,600 bid now and 38 I have. 4,000 is bid. 42 is bid. 44 is bid. 46 is bid. 48 is bid. Asking 5,000 now. I have $4,800 bid now and asking 5,000. At $4,800 bid now, asking 5,000. Are we through then at $4,800 and selling then at 48? That's sold then at 48 to paddle 7021. And carrying on to lot 74, and this is the Gary Miniker Russ. And again, an argillite totem, well carved example. And we'll start the bidding here at $7,000. I've got Andrew in at $7,000, $7,500 I have, and looking for $8,000. I have $8,000 bid, and I've got 85 with me, 9,000 I have with Parisa, and asking 95 now. I have $9,000 bid, $9,500 I have with Holly, and asking 10,000. Now he gave me this. Now too much on my account. Take care of this. Sorry, I've got 95 with Holly and asking 10,000 now. I'm holding at $9,500 with Holly's bid. Are we through then at 95? With Holly's bid at 9,500. That's yours then, Holly, at 9,500, and your paddle was 2060. Well bought. And lot 75 is next, and this is the Jim Chopert, and start the Seal Dancer Spirit Drum at $16,000 to go. At $16,000 asking on this. at 16,000. I've got Nadine in at $16,000 bid and asking 17,000 now. And I have $17,000 with me and asking 18,000. I have 17,000 with me, $18,000 I have with Nadine, and asking 19,000 now. At $18,000 is with Nadine's bidder and looking for 19. Are we through then at $18,000? And that's Nadine's bid at $18,000. Well bought then, $18,000, and the paddle was 2051. And lot 76 is the Larry Avacana. That's right. And a carved wood example. And we'll start the bidding here at $5,000 now. $5,000 asking on this at $5,000. At $5,000 on this one. Any interest at $5,000? No. We'll move that along then. To carry on to lot 77 is the stone Tupilak. And Parisa, you're bidding at $2,600 and asking $2,800 now. I have $2,600 bid, and $2,800 I have now and looking for $3,000. I have $2,800 bid, looking for $3,000, and $3,000 is back in and asking $32. I have $3,000 bid with Parisa, looking for $32 now. Are we through then at $3,000? I can sell with Parisa's bidder at $3,000. And that's sold then at $3,000. 7016. And 78 is just the darn cutest lot of the auction tonight. And it's the Greenlandic artist, unidentified, the two standing figures. And start me off at $350 on this cute little wood carving. $350 as a token of the auction tonight. Mark's in at $350 and looking for $375 now. I have $350 bid now, asking $375, and I'll sell then at $350 to you, Mark, with fair warning at $350. That's $350 to paddle 504. And 79 is the Nuchalnath. This is the carved figure with excellent provenance. It was exhibited in the Box of Daylight Seattle Art Museum and written about in the catalog by Bill Home. So excellent provenance there, good 19th century piece. And we'll start the bidding here at $28,000. $28,000 on this well-documented piece at $28,000. At $28,000, was there interest at $28,000? At $28,000, and we'll move that along. To lot 80 and then 81, we've got the drum dancers. The first is right here, illustrated, lot 80. A very muscular dancer here, and start me off at $3,000. I've got Parisa bidding, thank you, at $3,000, and I have $3,200 with Andrew, and $3,400 is with Parisa, and asking $36. $3,600 now is bid, and asking $38 is bid, and $4,000 I have, and $42 is bid, and $44 is bid now, and $46 is bid, and asking $48 now. I have $4,600 bid now and asking $48. At $4,600 I have asking $48 now. Are we through then at $46? With fair warning at Parisa's bid then at $4,600, and I can sell then at $46. That's sold at $4,600. Paddle is 7021. And the Henry example, and start me off now at $5,000. $5,000 on the Henry drum dancer at $5,000 to go. At $5,000. 5,000 at $5,000, and we'll carry on to lot 82. And it's the Kanoyuak, and this is the Mother Hawk and Young, and it's a stone carving. Quite nice. We'll start the bidding here at $8,000. $8,000 to go on the stone carving. I don't know that she's, did you bid yet? Oh, you've bid at 8,000, no, not bid. Mark's bid at 8,000 and asking 85 now. I've got Mark bidding at $8,000 and asking 85, and Holly's now in at 85. And $9,000 I have with Mark and looking for 95. I have $9,000 now with Mark and $9,500 I have and asking 10,000. 10,000 is now bid and asking 11,000 now. I have $10,000 now bid with Mark and asking 11,000. Are we through then at 10,000 with Mark's bid I'm holding at $10,000 and I can sell them at $10,000. That sold then 10,000 and that went to paddle 507. And lot 83 is the Tic Tac, and this is the mother and child, and we'll start the bidding here at $8,000. $8,000 on the Tic Tac. If there's interest at 8,000. At $8,000 to go on this, may I say $8,000 to start? At $8,000, start me at 8,000. No. And carrying on to 84, and it's another Kinoyuak. And this is the composition with Arctic hares, wolves, and birds, and it's another ink and color pencil on paper. A very brilliant work. And was that a bid with you, Parisa? $3,800 I have. And I have, are you in at 4,000? No, I've got 4,000 then, and looking for 4,200. I have $4,000 with my bidder. You're in at 42. I have $4,400. Are you in at 46? 46 is bid. Andrew, now you're in at 48. I have 5,000. Are you in at 55? Yes. And looking for 6,000 now. 55 knocks my bidder out, asking 6,000. At $5,500 I have with Mark's bidder, asking to either of you at $5,500 and selling then to Mark's bidder at 55. 55 it is to paddle 507. And the par, this is lot 85, and this is the color pencil. And we'll start this off at $2,000. Andrew, you're in at 2,000 and asking 22 now. I have 22 now and asking 24. 24 is bid now and asking 26. I have $2,400 bid online, looking for 26 now. At $2,400 bid now, asking 26. I'm selling with Andrew's bid at 24. Sold then at 2,400, and that went to paddle 3,000. And the Niviaxi, this is lot 86, and this is a charming little sketch, a graphite drawing, and we'll start the bidding here at 2,800. $2,800 on this charming little drawing. If there's interest at 28. At $2,800 to start this off, may I say 2,800? At 2,800, no, we'll move that along back to the John Tic Tac and another stone head. An early 70s example, and start me off at $5,000 on it. At $5,000, may I say at 5,000? $5,000 asking on this, may I say 5,000? Carrying on to lot 88, and it's the small, charming work by Lucy Tassier, and it's the mother and two children. And we'll start this off at $1,200. I've got Andrew, you're bidding at $1,200, and looking for 13 now. 13, 14 is bid now and asking 15. I have 14 then bid asking 1,500. At 14 bid with you, Andrew, looking for 15 now, and I'm selling then at 14. Nope, 15 last minute, I'm so sorry. And asking 16. 16, are you in at 17? 18. Holding at 17 now in the room, 18 back in, 19, 2,000. I've got 19 now, 2,000. Holding then online at $2,000. I'm calling fair warning at $2,000 with Andrew's bid at 2,000. That sold then at $2,000, and that went to paddle 3,000. And the Pangnark, and here we are, and this is the figure. I quite like this one, and start me off at $2,000 on it. $2,000 on the Pangnark if there's interest at 2,000. At $2,000 to go on this, at $2,000 with fair warning at $2,000. And lot 90 is next, and it's a contemporary argillite piece by Christian White. And we'll start this off at 8,000. I've got Parisa now in $8,000 and looking for 85. At $8,000 I have and asking 85 now. And 85 is bid. 9,000 I have. 95 is bid. 10,000 I have with Andrew now, and 11,000 I have with Parisa, and looking for 12,000. You've got 12,000 now and asking 13. I have $12,000 bid now, looking for 13,000. At $12,000 bid now and asking 13,000 if I may. At $12,000 bid I have asking 13, and I'm selling then at $12,000 with Parisa's bid. Sold then at $12,000. Your paddle is 7021. And lot 91 is this is a child size chill cat robe. The colors are still quite brilliant in this, so a nice example. And we'll start the bidding here at $14,000 if I may. At $14,000 on this, if there's interest at 14. At $14,000 on this child's robe, may I say 14,000? At $14,000. Next lot is lot 92, and this is a rare basket, only a handful of examples are known to exist. So this is attributed to the Alatic maker, 19th century. And we'll start this off, if there's interest, at $1,800. $1,800 on this rare basket at $1,800. $1,800, a bit esoteric, shall we say, at $1,800. It's a museum piece for sure. At $1,800, with fair warning then, we'll move it along. Back to a Niviaxi. Work on paper. This is the Two Bears Hunting. And we'll start this off at $4,400. I've got Parisa in at $4,400, and I've got $4,600, $4,800, that's whatever. I've got 6,000. You've got 65 now. I have 7,000. $7,500. Are you in at 8,000? I've got $8,000 now and looking for 85. I've got $8,000 with my bidder looking for 85. At $8,000 bid looking for 85. Are we through then at 8,000? With fair warning, you've got 85. Mark, you're in at 9,000 now. I have 95 then, and asking then 10,000. I've got $9,500 with my bidder asking 10,000 now. I've got $9,500 with my bidder asking 10,000 at $9,500 bid and looking for 10,000. I'm selling then to my bidder at 9,500. That's my bidder then at 9,500, and my paddle is 1207. And lot 94, and this is The Raven Comes the Fish. And we'll start the bidding off on this 59 work at $2,400. $2,400 to go on this. May I say 24? At $2,400 to go, may I say 2,400? At $2,400 with fair warning and moving along is the Birds in the Arctic Sea, floating along. Really vivid colors on this. It's a cute piece. And we'll start the bidding here at 2,000. At $2,000 to go on this, may I say 2,000? At $2,000 to start this off, $2,000. At 2,000 with fair warning and carrying on to lot 96, and this is the Tudlick. And we'll start the bidding here at 5,000. At 5,000, stop yawning. It was not you. At $5,000 with fair warning, I've got Mark in at 5,000, thank you, and I have $5,500 now and looking for 6,000. I have $5,500 bid looking for 6,000 now. At $5,500 bid, are we in at 6,000? 6,000 is bid. I have $6,500 and looking for 7,000. 7,000 is bid now and asking 75. At $7,000 I have with Mark's bid looking for 75 with fair warning at $7,000. Mark, that's your bid then at $7,000 and the paddle is 507. And this is the Kiakshuk, and it's another print. This is the Strange Scene at Cape Dorset Work. And we'll start this off at $1,200. I've got Parisa in, yes, at $1,200 and looking for $1,300 now. I have $1,200 bid. My bid is now $1,300. 14 is bid. I have $1,500. Are you in at 16 now? I'm out. I've got 16 now with Parisa's bid asking 17. I have 16 bid now with Parisa asking 17. I can call fair warning then at $1,600 with Parisa's bid at 16. That's sold then at $1,600. 7037. And 98 is the Ahutak. And we'll start the mother and child composition, quite the composition, off at $2,400. Asking $2,400 now. 24 is bid. I have $2,600 now and looking for 28. I have $2,600 bid now and asking 28. Ingo's now in at 28 and asking 3,000. I have $2,800 bid now, asking $3,000. Are we through then at 28? And I can sell then at $2,800. That's your bid then at $2,800, and your paddle was 2063. And lot 99 is the Pauta, and that's a cutie, the muskox. And we'll start the bidding here at 36. I've got a bid at $3,600 and asking $3,800 now. I have $3,600 bid. Are you in at 38? I have $4,000 bid. Are you in at 42? I have 42 now. I have 44 now. 46 is bid. I have 48 now and looking for 5,000. Inga, are you back in? Now you're in at 5,000. I have $5,500 now. Are you in at 6? 6 is bid. I have 65 now. Are you in at 7? 7 is bid. I have $7,500 now, looking for 8,000. I'm holding a bid at $8,000 now. My bid is now at 85. I'm holding bids at $8,500 now. I'm asking 9,000. 9,000 is bid. I'm now in at $9,500, and it would be $10,000 to you. I have 11,000. However, I would strongly suggest you bid once more. I'm out. I'm at 12,000 with Ingo's bid, looking for 13 now. I have $12,000 with Ingo's bid asking 13. I can sell then to you, Ingo, at $12,000 with fair warning. That's sold then at $12,000. Well bid. Your paddle was 2063. And carrying on to lot 100, which is this beautiful Dorset stone of the two walruses. And we'll start the bidding here at 26. $2,600 if I may at 26. 26 I have. 28 is bid. Now I'm looking for 3,000. Nadine's now in at 3,000 and asking 32. I have $3,000 now with Nadine's bidder looking for 32. Against you, Nadine, or with you, Nadine, against you online, I'm holding at $3,000 and I'm selling then at 3,000. That's sold then at Nadine's bid of $3,000 to paddle 2060. And the home stretch, we're carrying on to lot 101, which is the latch. And this is the mother owl and chick. And we'll start the bids here. And we'll start, I've got bids as I'm holding bids. So we'll start this off. I've got bids to $1,600 and looking for $1,700 now. 17. Well, I've got 18 then and asking 19. You have 18. I've got 19. 2. I've got 22. 24 is bid. I have 26. 28 is bid. I have $3,000 now and I'm asking 32. 32 is bid and I've got $3,400 now and asking 36. 36 is bid. I have $3,800 now and asking 4,000. You're in at 4,000. I have 42 now and asking 44. And I have 46 now and I'm asking 48. 48. Pat, are you in at 5,000? Yes? You're in at 5,000. Looking for 55 now. 55 is bid. 6,000 would be next. It would be, are you bidding at 6,000?
Yes.
6,000. Are you in at 65? Now 7,000 is next. I've got $6,500 with Nadine. Ingo, I imagine, are we out then? 65 it is with Nadine, with fair warning at 65. Nadine's bid then it is at $6,500 and her paddle was 2060. And lot 102 is next. And it's the Nick Sikoark. And it's this figure, this somersaulting figure, and $400 on this. This is a charming work at $400. Who would like to bid 400? $400 at $400. And you're in at 4? Could I say 425? Would you like 450? 475? 500? 550? You're in at $500, an ode to the Paris Olympics at $500 with Mark's bid. And selling then at 500, paddle 504. And lot 103 is the Peggy Ekagina. It's the first time, guys. We're 100 lots in. No one's corrected me yet. Okay, Paris is starting us off at 2,400, yes? And looking for 26. 26. Are we in at 28? 3,000. 32. 34. 36. 38. 4,000. I've got $3,800 in the room looking for 4,000 now. At $3,800 bid now, asking 4,000. I'm calling fair warning at 38 and selling at 38 to paddle 508. And carrying on to some early historic pieces, beginning with the female figure. And I've got multiple bids to start us off to $900. Yes, and looking for $950 now. I've got $900 bid on this early work and looking for $950. At $950 I have, and I've got $1,000 and $1,100 now and looking for $1,200. I have $1,100 bid now, asking $12. At $1,100 is with me looking for $12 now. Are we through then at 11? 12 in time. Now I'm out asking 13. I have $1,200 bid with you, Andrew, asking 13. Are we through then at 12? It's Andrew's bid online then at $1,200, and I'm selling then at $1,200. And that went to paddle 3,000. And 105 are the game pieces. A wonderful little set of 4. And we'll start the bidding here at 340. That's with you at 340? Or 350, sorry. Strange increment. Whatever. You've got a bid at 340. That's fine. So I guess is the next, what? You have 340. Looking, I guess, for 360? Yes. Okay. Anyone else bidding? No. Okay, so that's sold then at 340, yes? To paddle 3,000. And 106 is the comb. And we'll start the bidding here at 250. $250. Who would like to start me off at 250? 250 on this ancient example at $250. This historic example. No. And carrying on to 107. And this is the Nuchalnith totem pole, painted one. And we'll start the bidding here at $4,400. $4,400 asking now at $4,400. $4,400 on the totem. May I say 4,400? At $4,400 to go. You've got a bid of $4,400. Wonderful. And asking 46. I have $4,400 with Parisa and asking 46. I've got $4,600 now and asking 48. I have $4,600 asking 48 to you, Parisa. At $4,600 looking for 48. With fair warning at $4,600, and that's my bidder at $4,600. With fair warning at 46. And that's my bidder at 46. And 108 is this large painted totem. And we'll start the bidding here at 26. I've got Andrew, you've got, sorry? 2,800. You've got 20. You have 26. I've got $2,800 now, looking for 3,000. I have $2,800 bid now and asking 3,000 now. At $2,800 bid, looking for 3,000. Are we all through then at 28? With fair warning at $2,800. And that's again with me at $2,800. And 109 is a Tlingit totem, a nice 30s example. And we'll start the bidding here at 800. I've got Parisa, you're now in at 800 and looking for 850 now. I have $800 bid and asking 850. At $800 I have with Parisa looking for 850. Are we through then at 800? And I can sell at the opening bid only of $800. And that's yours then at 800. What's your paddle there? 7028. And 110 is the next lot. And this is the Jimmy John, a Nuchalnith example again. An iconic piece by the artist. A totem again mid-century. And start me off at $3,000. At $3,000 to go on this. Is there interest at $3,000? At $3,000 with fair warning at $3,000. And we'll pass that at $3,000 and carry on to 111. And this is the war helmet. There we are on screen. And we'll open the bidding here at 36 I have with Andrew. And $3,800 I have and looking for 4,000. I have $4,000 bid and I have $4,200 now and looking for 44. 44 is bid now and asking 46. I have $4,400 online asking 46 now. Are we through then? I'm selling at 4,400. That sold at 4,400 and the paddle was 3,000. And another Christian white, and this is this bronze sculpture. I mean, coming from the decorative arts world, this is definitely a high quality casting. And we'll start this off at $5,000. $5,000 on the bronze casting by Christian White at $5,000. At $5,000, was there interest? We'll pass that along then. The Fred Davis is next. And a charming little spirit of the orca. And start me off at $32 on this. $3,200 on this little carving. I've got Mark in at $32. And I have $3,400 now, and are we in at 36? Yes, and asking 38. I have $3,600 bid on this, asking 38 now. I've got Mark bidding at $3,600, and I'm selling then at $3,600. That's yours then, Mark, at 36, and your paddle is, sorry, which paddle number was that? 504. And the James Daniel. This is the Eagle and Hummingbird gold bracelet. And we'll start the bidding here. We've got bids then opening at $2,600. Asking $2,600. I have $2,600, $2,800. Looking for $3,000 now. $3,000 I have with Nadine now, and asking 32. I have $3,000 bid now, asking 32. At $3,000 now, asking 32. Are we through then at 3,000? I'm holding with Nadine's bid at $3,000. That's yours then at $3,000, and your paddle is 2060. And the Kiakshuk, this is lot 115. And it's a standing mother and child. There were a lot fewer mother and child carvings in this sale than there have been in the past. To my uneducated eye. And we'll start this off at $2,000. $2,000 on the mother and child if there's interest at $2,000. At $2,000 to go. $2,000 at $2,000. We'll move that along, and we'll carry on to lot 116, and this is the Haka Ashuna, and we'll start this off. The woman in an Amautic, and we'll start this off at $1,200. At $1,200 to open this, if there's interest at $1,200. At $1,200 to go, at $1,200. $1,200, we'll pass that then, and carrying on to 117. This is the standing owl. How cute is that? And start me off at, again, 117. We'll start this off at $1,200. At $1,200 to go on this, if there's interest at 12. 1,200 at $1,200, no? We'll pass that along then to lot 118, and this is the sea spirit or the shaman, and we'll start this off at $1,800. $1,800 asking on this at $1,800. $1,800 to go at 18. Next lot is the John Kavik. And it's the Waving Man. And Parisa, you've got bids then at $2,400 I have, and I'm looking for $2,600 now. I have $2,600 now and asking 28. 28 is bid and asking 3,000. I have $2,800 bid online with Parisa, looking for 3,000 now. I'm selling then at $2,800. That's your bid then at $2,800. 7016. Voila. 120 is another Kavik, and this is a ceramic piece. And we'll open the bidding. I've got bids at $1,200 and looking for 13 now. And 13 is bid, and I've got $1,400 and asking 15. I have $1,400 with my advanced order, looking for 15 now. Is there any further advance in on my order at 14? I can sell then to me at 1,400. That sold then at 1,400, and that went to 1206. And lot 121, this is the family group. And we'll start the bidding here at 28. I've got Andrew, you're in at $2,800. And I have $3,000 bid and looking for 32 I have and asking 34. I have $3,200 with Andrew asking 34 now. At 32 bid now asking 34, I can sell at 32. With Andrew's bid at 32, that's yours then at $3,200 and the paddle was 3,000. And lot 122 is the, bless you, Elizabeth Nuderalic. And it is a mother nursing a child. And we'll start the bidding here with Andrew at $2,000. At $2,000, I have an asking 22 now. At $2,000 bid I have with Andrew, bless you, at $2,000. And I'm selling then to you at $2,000. And that's sold then at $2,000 and the paddle was 3,000. And lot 123 is the Robert Ridley. And this is the first of two totems by the artist, beginning with the earliest work, and then the next lot is the later work. And we'll start the bidding here. I've got bids at $1,400 and looking for $1,500 now. I have $1,400 with my bidder and asking 15. I have 16 now. Are you in at 17? I have 17 is bid. My bid is now $1,800 and asking 19. 19. I have $2,000 now and asking 22. I have $2,000 to my bidder asking 22 to you if you'd like, Pat. Yes, 22. I have 24 now and asking 26. 26 is bid, and I have $2,800 now and asking 3,000. 3,000 is bid. I've got $3,200 and looking for 34. 34 is bid, asking 36. I don't know what that was. Are you in at 36? I'm at 36. Would you like 38? I have $4,000 and $4,200 I have looking for 44. Knocks me out. You're in at 44 then, asking 46. Holly, we're out, right? Selling then to Pat's bidder at 44 then. 44 it is, and that went to paddle 2061. And the later work. Keep them on the phone for the later work at $1,800. $1,800 on the later work by the artist at 18. 18 now is earned at 18. 18? 18? Next. Is 125, and this is the Raymond Williams. And there we are. And we'll start this off with you, Andrew, at $1,500. Thank you. Looking for $1,600 now. I have $1,500 bid, asking 16 now. At $1,500 I have, asking 16. I can sell then at 15. That's your bid, Andrew, at $1,500, and your paddle was 3,000. And the Jimmy John. And this is an early work, and again, a model totem, painted totem. And we'll start the bidding here at $750 and asking $800 now. I have $750 bid, asking $8. At $750 I have online, looking for $800. Are we through then at $750? That's your bid then, Andrew, at $750, and the paddle was 3,000. And 127, and this is another New Chalmouth totem, and it's a small and charming work, a two-stacker. And we'll start the bidding here at $850. You've got a bid of $850, and looking for $900 now. 9. Andrew, are you in at $950? Holly, are you in at you were in at $950 yet? You've got what? You've got 1,000. 11. Asking 12 to either of you. 12. Asking 13. Andrew's now in at 13. Are we in at 14? 14 now I have with Holly. And asking Andrew's now in at 15. Asking 16. 16 is bid, looking for 17. 17 is bid, asking 18. Parisa's now in at 18, sneaking in there, and asking 19. 19, and looking for 2,000 to either of you. I have Holly holding at $1,900, asking 2,000. Holding with Holly at 19, and I'm calling fair warning. Oh, 2,000 I have with Parisa, and asking 22. 22 it is. Asking 24. Holly's at 22, and I'm calling fair warning at 22. Once, twice. Selling. 22, Holly. 2065. 128 is the next lot. And it's a Tlingit piece, another totem with this two-toned painting. Quite interesting. 1930s work. It's almost got that Art Deco influence to it in a way. And Andrew, you've got bids at $2,600. Thank you. Asking 28 now. At $2,600, I have online asking 28. Are we through then at the bids online at 2,600, and I can sell then with you then at 2,600 to paddle 3,000. And this is a 19th century unpainted totem. Again, a Tlingit piece. And we'll start the bidding here with you, Andrew, at $800 and $850. And looking for 9. Andrew's got 9, $950. Asking 1,000. 1,000 is bid. 11 is bid. 12 now. 12, 13, 14. I've got 13 now, so I can take Pat at 14. Now would you like 15? 16. I have 15 in the room asking 16. 16, yes. 17, yes again. 18 is next. I have 17 in the room looking for 18 to you, Pat. I'm holding at 17 in the room. Are we through or we're bidding? Now we're bidding 18. 19. Would you like to bid 2,000? I'm holding in the room at 19, asking 2,000. Yes or no at 2,000? Okay, Pat. Yes, you're bidding at 2,000? Would you like to bid 22? No. Okay, Pat, you're the winning bidder, right, at $2,000. I'm calling fair warning to you then at $2,000. Sold then at 2,000, and that one to paddle 2054. And next is lot 130, and it is attributed to Jack James, and it is the headdress. And we're starting here at $2,000 on the headdress. $2,000. Who would like to bid $2,000 at 2,000? Next lot is the Charlie Mickey, no relation to Andy, and this is the New Chalnoth totem again, with this cute bear and eagle, and we'll start the bidding here at $1,400. $1,400 on this totem. May I say 1,400? At $1,400 to go. May I say 1,400? Next lot then is lot 132, and it's a textile. Again, well featured at the front of the gallery. And it is by Irene Avalakiak. Thanks. The Woman and Spirit Figures. And we'll start this off at $2,800. At $2,800, I have Mark's bid. And $3,000 was with me and looking for 32. You're in at 32 now and asking 34. I've got $3,200 with Mark's bid asking 34 now, and I'm selling then to Mark's bid at 32. That's yours then at 32, and your paddle is 504. And lot 133, and we've got the scenes from the legend of Kiviak, and another textile from Baker Lake, and we'll start the bidding here at $2,000, Mark. $2,000 to open on this at $2,000. At $2,000, may I say 2,000? And carrying on to lot 134. This is an inaugural Baker Lake print of the drum. How cute is it? And we'll start the bidding here at $700. I've got Parisa in at $700. Now I have $750 now, and I'm looking for $800. 8 is bid now, looking for $850. I have $800 bid now, asking $850. Are we all through then at $800? I've got Parisa's bids at $800 and selling then at $800. Sold then $800, and the paddle is 7034. And lot 135, you've got bids then at 750. I have with Andrew. $800 I have with Parisa. $850 I have with Andrew. $900 with Parisa. $950 Andrew. $1,000 Parisa. $11 I have Andrew. $12 Parisa. Looking for 13. I have $1,200 with Parisa's bid asking 13 now. Are we through then at 1,200? With Parisa's bid at 1,200. That's sold then at $1,200 Parisa. And 136, and this is a drawing again, and it's the polar bear and cub. And again, let's start this off at, you've got $1,500 on this. Sorry? Yes, $1,500. I've got Parisa in at $1,500 with multiple bids, looking for 16 now. I have $1,500 bid asking 16. Are we through then at 15? We'll sell this then at 1,500. Parisa, that's your bid then at 15, and your paddle is 7021. And lot 137 is the Abraham POV, and this is the kneeling mother and 2 children, and start me off at 2,800. 2,800. I've got Andrew bidding at $2,800 and looking for 3,000 now. I have $3,000 bid now and looking for 32. I have $3,000 bid asking 32 now. Are we through then at 332 in time and asking 34? I have Andrew holding at $3,200, and I can sell then to Andrew's bid at 3,200. That sold then at 3,200, and that went to paddle 3,000. And 138, we're on the home stretch now, and this is an early Saluit example from the mid-50s, and we'll start this off at 2,400. At $2,400 asking on this, may I say 24? At $2,400 asking to start this off at 24, and we'll move that along until lot 139, and it's a David Yalek, and this is the walrus capsizing a man in a kayak. We'll start the bidding at $1,200. $1,200 to go on this. May I say 1,200? I've got $1,200 bid, looking for 13. 13 is bid. 14 is bid now. Are we in at 15? 15 is bid now, asking 16. I have $1,500 now with Holly's bid asking 16, and I can sell then to Holly's bid at 1,500. That sold then at $1,500, and the paddle was 2063. and a print by Joe. This is a stone cut print. This is cute with his iconic owl and a migration boat. And Andrew, you've got an opening bid of $700, and I'm looking for $750 now. I have $700 bid, $750 another bidder, and asking $800. And $750 is bid now online, asking $8. At $750 bid now, asking $800. Are we through then? $8, I'm sorry, and asking $850. I have $8 in the room now, asking $850 against you. I'm holding at $800 in the room with fair warning at $800. $850. $9. $950. 9 is bid now, asking $950. I'm calling fair warning at $900. Selling then at $900 to paddle 505. Lot 141, and I should probably just say this because I know that I'm being videoed on the screen, is that we're carrying on. The last few lots in the sale are ivory. And so, of course, we want to be careful about export laws and don't bid if you don't think you can ship these to the country in which you live. So we will begin with lot 141, which are the 2 ivory muskox. How cute are they? And we'll start them off. We've got bids at $420. So the next increment would be $440. I have $420 now, asking for $40 I have. $460 is bid. $480 would you like? $500. $550. And $6. $650. $7. I have $650 on the phone with Ingo, asking $7 now. Are we through then at $650? I can sell then with Ingo's bidder at $650. That's yours, Ingo, at $650, and your paddle is 2059. And only so cute. And the little Arctic squirrel, Brisa. Who would like to bid $500? $500. It would be perfect for your little zoo on your desk. $500. Who would like the? Oh no. At $500. Is there any interest at $500? Do you really want to bid? No. You have a bid. Okay. Paris is now bidding at $500. She's pretending like she really has a bid, but really she's bidding for herself, and she's going to keep it captive at $500. Selling then to you, Brisa. At $500. What's your paddle? 7037. And the 2 little caribou, how cute are they? And we'll start these off at $350. Yes, I've got Ingo in at $350, looking for $375 now. At $350 bid now, asking $375. Are we through then at $350 with Ingo's paddle at $350 and selling then at $350? That's yours then at $350, and the paddle was 2059. And now this is the hunter and his dogs, and we'll start the bidding here at $400. I've got Parisa in at $400 and looking for $425 now. Are you bidding at $425, Ingo? Yes. $450 or $440. Would you like $460? The increments keep switching between. Okay. Yeah. $460 I have. Would you like $480? $500? $550? $520? $550 would you like? What's your next increment? What a joke. You should screenshot this. So now we've got multiple bids up to $650 with Parisa. Now we're jumping up to $700. $700 I have. What's our next increment now? Oh, okay, $750. Inga, would you like $800? $850 now. $900. $950. I've got Ingo holding at $900, then asking $950 now, and I can sell then at $900 with Ingo's bidder at $900. That's yours then at $900, and the paddle was 2059. And next is this grazing caribou, a 30s piece. And we'll start this off at bids at $280 with Andrew and looking for $300. Now you've got $300. God knows what the next increment is. What is your next increment supposed to be? $320 you're in. Would you like $340? $360? $380. $360 is your bid. I'm calling fair warning at $360. Sold. $360. It was $505. Thank you. And the last lot of the sale tonight is the whistle. Again, an early 30s piece. And we'll start the bidding here at $300 with Parisa?
Yes.
$300. Now you've got $340. $360 I have with Andrew. $380. I've got $380 with Parisa, looking for $400 now. At $380 bid, I'm calling fair warning at $380 and selling then at $380. Your paddle is 7001. And with that, I would like to thank you for participating in another First Arts auction, and congratulations to our successful bidders and buyers and the First Arts team, Mark, Pat, Ingo, Nadine, Ashley. Thank you so much. Turn the camera off. Bye.